I need to express to the world what 30 did to me. I am saying goodbye to March today because tomorrow we are opening up April. We are continuing on our countdown to our 31st birthday. This is day 2 of 30 on 30. Getting my calendar together. I love red. Red is my color. It makes me feel great. So April is going to be red. So today on 30 on 30, I would like to express what I thought turning 30 would be compared to what it really was for me. My last year of college, 21, 22 years old. And I made an intentional decision that I was going to do what I thought I needed to do to make sure that my 30s was a success. I am only 11 months into 30, so I can't stamp my 30s as a failure. But I just, when you get to your more mindful state, you are just so much more aware of things. So like my transition from 19 to 20, because that was switching a decade, I don't remember it because I wasn't mindful then. But from 29 to 30, beyond scared straight, okay? And everybody's journey is different. Everybody's path is different. I intentionally planned out the years to come up to 30. That I just thought that when 30 hit, that the world was going to, how can I say this, sprinkle down upon me. Okay, so I started journaling my senior year of college. That's another story. Went to therapy. She said I need to express my feelings more, that journaling would be good for me. So I decided I wanted to journal. I decided journaling would be best for me. In my journaling relationship, I was also introduced to like mindful meditation because my therapist, she had a mindful meditation group as well. So like journaling, meditation, she recommended books to me. That time for me was a really awakening stage for me. And so I was just learning so much, and I was thinking about my future self while also pondering on who I was, that wasn't a very expressive person. And I said, the person that I was, which I kind of still was in my 20s, the person that I was before, I don't want to walk as this person when I'm stepping into 30. When I realized that most of the adults were just hurt children walking around with grown ages, I knew that I didn't want to be that. So I intentionally tried to map out what I wanted my grownness to be once I stepped out of college, you know. So I made like a list for myself. I intentionally made myself do certain things like standing up for myself, speaking, using my words, using my voice, because I was such a shy and an uncomfortable person growing up that I just shunned my voice and I silenced myself. So I intentionally wanted to make sure that if I am going to carry myself as this person, I have to be the person that makes sure that I am good, that I make sure that I'm safe in my own hands. You feel me? And so I made a list for the type of person that I wanted to be mentally, the type of person that I wanted to be spiritually, the type of person that I wanted to be physically, emotionally, all of the things, which still phenomenal, you know. And so from 21 on to 29, I intentionally practiced those steps, and I'm still that person that carried on to 30. I hate to say that I thought that I was going to wake up and life was just going to be completely different at 30. But I just didn't expect for me to wake up and dislike the person that I was. And that's what it is. Like, I woke up, and it wasn't just like automatically on my birthday, because I had a good birthday month. I had a good birthday season, the whole spring. Our birthday is in April, like I said. But when June hit, I was just like, something isn't right. This isn't me. Like, I was in such a deep sadness that I couldn't explain. And I'm just like, maybe I'm mourning the old version of me, because even though, yes, we turn these ages, there's still like a spiritual symbolism of everything within life, And I'm just like, why do I feel so sad inside? And I'm just like, what was it that I did to become this person? Like everything, I was questioning everything that I was doing. And I just didn't expect for me to wake up one day and question everything that I did, when I intentionally took the steps, planned for me to be this person, and took the steps to be this person. And then I woke up and I wasn't satisfied. I was very confused. And I hate to say that it was a battle. It was literally me versus me. And I had to push myself through so many obstacles the entire year. Like, I will say, our birthday is in April. So from April all the way to like March of this year has been a roller coaster like no other. I've never that I can remember have ever felt the way that I felt during this 30th chapter. And not to be dramatic, but this is not even all of them. These are my journals. Cover to cover, they are filled. From 2015 all the way up to now. So when I say such a mindful person, such an intentional person, every step that I made, I wanted to make sure that I was making the best decision for my life so I wouldn't have a setback. And you mean to tell me, I'll put my glasses back on, take them off. You mean to tell me I got to what I've been planning for, and I was just like, why did I live the way that I lived? Speechless, I will say. This has been the most speechless year that I have ever encountered. And even though I'm going through this, I'm allowing myself to go through it, because I know all of this isn't going to go to waste, because I'm still able to guide myself through so many challenges and so many obstacles. If I didn't do this, if I didn't know myself like this, I wouldn't even be able to carry myself to this point. Like, so I know every step helps you on your next path, but as people, we just hard on ourselves. And when I say I woke up and I was just like, this can't be the life that I built. I said, I built this life. I thought that I was doing a good job. And all of a sudden I'm like, wow. So when people say in my 30s, I started over, I never thought that I was going to say that. And here I am, and I'm okay with that. But I just didn't expect it. I thought that I was going to be super 30 because I intentionally mapped everything out, and not even to knock myself because I did a good job. I had to understand who I was as a person and also still decide who I wanted to be, because the person that I wanted to be, I was that person, and just I don't want to be that person anymore. So now I'm figuring out what 30-year-old Deanna wants to be, or who 30-year-old Deanna wants to be. And so as I am mapping out April 2025 to say goodbye to 30, I am wishing for the best. Y'all wish me the best also. But I am in such a better state of mind. And I feel like I have more clarity, but even still, your life journey isn't going to make 100% sense to you. We literally just have to keep on living and keep on walking the path. So I'm walking the path, but I am trusting, and I'm just in a better state. And if you are an astrology girly, y'all already know that Saturn return got me for sure. Had me in tears. I ain't never cried so much. Needless to say, 30 is definitely different, but I still have faith like no other that I am still going to enjoy this decade of my life, because I'm mapping it out. Like I mapped it out before, but I'm mapping it out different this time. I'm actually flowing, but I am making sure that I am still paying attention, but 30, you have to get jumped into 30. 30 is a game. Why didn't y'all tell me that 30 was a game? They said you 29 and you want to come over to the 30 side. You can come on to the 30 side. I hope you know how to fight. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't think that it was going to be a battle to get to the other side. But battle, it's a battle, you know? And so because I'm, what is it now? 29 days away from 31, I'm going to say that I guess that I've been winning the battle, you know? I guess I can fight a little bit because 30 really tried to take me out, you know? But it's a journey. It's a journey for sure. And just trying to make it through, literally one day at a time. One day at a time. I am just glad that the darkness that I felt that I was in, I am no longer in. The spring has came and it's treated me so well, and I am thankful. So I am going to map out my April and make sure that I write my birthday on my calendar, and we're gonna pop bottles and we're gonna pop champagne because I like to do so. I like to celebrate, especially my birthday, especially this birthday. Oh, I'm going to be popping champagne like no other because thank you. Okay, so I'm going to finish mapping out my calendar for the month, and y'all can chat with Dania. Okay, goodbye.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my side of the channel. Shout out to bro for the wonderful start of our number 2 on 30 on 30. What's up? For those that don't know who I am, my name is Dnia.deanna, the other half of the other half. It is currently 1:17 in the morning. Happy April. I am just now getting in, and I am dedicated to this 30 on 30, so I'm going to make sure that I do my part, even though I am tired. And I know I said in the first video that I was going to come fully up and ready for the next video, but your girl has a very sporadic, spontaneous life. So it is currently April 1st and I am tired. So what's up? Give me grace. So I want to talk about what I thought 30 was going to be versus the reality of it. Now, I don't think I've ever really knew much about 30 for real. I think it was just more so growing up, I always just wanted to, not necessarily always wanted to be grown, but the idea of being grown was just always cool to me. Like, it's just like, okay, so when I get grown, I'm gonna be able to do this and this and this, and just seeing that wonder or thinking that wonder of what it's like to be an adult, and seeing like my oldest sister having freedom, and just seeing just like my mom and my play aunties, just everybody in this state of freedom. I never really thought much into adulthood with all the responsibilities, but it's just more so of, I don't know, it just looked like fun and freedom to me. So everybody just always wants to be older than what they were. But thinking about 30 in my 20s, all I used to hear is just 30 is going to be just your 20s with more money. And I'm like, okay, because 20s was lit. Shout out to the 20s. I loved my 20s. And so you telling me my 30s was gonna be my 20s with more money? You don't have to beg me to be 30. I was ready for 30. So I thought that 30 was going to be just instantly funds on deck, financial stability on deck, probably even, I don't know, did I think I was gonna be in a relationship? I don't know, but I thought I was gonna be a bachelorette. Like, I just thought it was just gonna be a state of fun and freedom and more life experiences with like no lack. I thought 30 was going to be the beginning of having it all. literally having it all, knowing it all, and just being able to just have that I was gonna have everything in place. I thought I was gonna have everything in place, set up in order, on the toppest tier of perfection in my 30s when I was in my 20s. But reality of it all, 30, and just talking about 30, level 30, level 3, you are still a child. Hear me out. I thought that 30 was grown, and I thought that 30 was going to be that start of having it all, knowing what you're doing, knowing where everything is, knowing how to handle everything, having all the answers, having all the fun, not having just no lack. But the reality of it all is you're just 3 years old. You're just figuring it out still. You don't have to have all the answers. You're just getting started. 30, level 30. The reality is you're here at this level. Remember all the stuff that you did in your 20s. And now forget about it, but keep the importance that helps with the bricks in your foundation. What can you use from your 20s that will add to your 30s, but knowing that everything that was in your 20s can't help you in your 30s. It is a brand new level. The reality of it all is that you're going to restart again. The reality of the 30s is that this level, you're literally starting over again, just with a little bit of help. And the help came from the 20s. But you still can't even use the same stuff from your 20s and your 30s. So I don't want to say that I don't like being 30. I am so honored and so grateful to have made it to this age and to be healthy, to be around loved ones. I am grateful to be 30, but it is not an easy 30. This 30 has taught me so much that it has made me compare so much of what my life used to look like. So forgive me if I'm bouncing all over the place because, like I said, it is 1-something in the morning and I am very exhausted. But the reality of my 30 is that I've completely started over as a new person. I had to continue to relearn this person. I had to continue to remember those people that I was and to honor them and to appreciate them and also say goodbye to them because I am no longer them. But I've compared myself so many times to, wow, she really did that. Wow, she really was like that. Wow, she was that fearless, or she was that shy, or she was that outspoken, or she was that bold. What am I now? Do I like this now? Do I want to be this person? Do I want to think like that, talk like that, act like that, be around that, eat that, wear that? I am literally shifting into a new person. And I feel like that's really dope because to be gifted a new level it's no telling what these levels come with, but you still decide what character you want to play with. And I'm transforming into this character that fits perfectly for this 30 era. I'm not gonna share all the things I've learned just yet in my 30, but the reality once again is you turn into a completely new person of your choice if you choose to. And I'm choosing to evolve. I'm choosing to be better. I'm choosing to honor my flaws so I can change them. Not look at them like, or disregard them, or act like they're not there. But I'm actually really digging deeper down into the individual that I was continuously showing up as, that was affecting those around me, and I'm changing her. She's evolving and she's growing, and I just appreciate 30 for that, because if it wasn't for this year, I really don't think I would be, I don't know, I don't want to use a cool person, but I don't even think I would like myself for real. The different ways that I was showing up before the first quarter of 30, I could not believe that was who I was. And it was so many different mirror reflections of this person. And I'm just like, yuck. I'm so confused, because I feel like I'm this and I'm showing up like this, but you receiving this from me? How? So it was a lot of processing. It has been a lot of loss and just receiving, I guess you can say, correction. I've been receiving so much correction in this year 30, and I did not know it was coming, child. So 30 is a AP class where the tests are bi-weekly, and it's a lot to learn, it's a lot to unlearn, it's a lot to discover, but the reality of it all is just the beginning. So I'm gonna just stop it right there, because I feel like I'm talking in a loop, but I also feel like I'm saying a lot and nothing at the same time. But those that understand will understand. At the same time, I appreciate 30. I'm honoring 30. I'm being patient with 30, but we have 29 or 28 days, 30 days, 29 days until 31 comes, us being 31. And I am so excited to get out of this year, because I am ready for new seeds, new water to be planted and to grow, to shift out of this cycle of being. But I couldn't be this if it wasn't for 30. So shout out to 30. Even though you tried to take me out and my twin, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. I've never had a year like you. I've never grown so much in caring outside of myself than this year. The reality of it all, in your 30, you can't do it by yourself. The reality of it all is at 30, your 20s is individualized. Your 20s, have fun, learn yourself, be yourself, explore yourself. 30, build. 30, grow. 30, community, family, tribe, togetherness, closeness, care. And if you don't have that, you will feel it. Healthy relationships. The reality of it all, if you don't have a healthy relationship with the people around you, yourself, with the Most High, it is no way for you to make it out of 30. The reality of it all is that you need more than just yourself when you make it to that 30. So, once again, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in to the 30 on 30 series with me and my twin sister. Once again, I'm dnia friends. That's Deanna Montori. And yeah, talk to us in these comments. Let us know how this 30 on 30 for you has been. But I'm checking out. I'm finna to take a shower and go to sleep and lay this body down. So, peace and hair grease. Stay up, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Peace and love.